Hey guys, what's up? It's Avita for Avita's Light. Please don't forget, if you're vibing, to hit that like button. Also, if you have any questions or would just like to donate, my information is in the description box, okay? Anything helps. Even your scribes and your comments and your love. You guys are amazing. You guys are an amazing soul tribe. And you are my soul tribe. And I love you guys very much. Okay? My eyes might seem like a little squinty, but that's because I don't want to have to wear my sunglasses while I'm doing this, and it's very bright out here. I tried actually getting to the one table that was shady, but it's still not working that great. So please bear with me, okay? I'm a little tired, but not as tired as I was yesterday. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and do the prayer first. Divine Father, Mother, Ancestor, Spirit Guides, and the Most Highest White Light, please surround us and fold us and protect us with your light. Anyone sending any spell work, evil eye, or negative intentions towards us, please send it back with full forgiveness. Thank you. Archangel Michael, will you please protect us at this time? Okay. I'm getting like an odd feeling today, a little weirdness, okay? Everybody seems like they're on the edge, okay? Also, a lot of curiosity with people, okay? But, and then I'm also getting kind of this like quiet before the storm. It's like kind of quiet around, but very windy. The animals also have been trying to get my attention. I've seen a lot of different birds, all different colors, red, blue. I've seen woodpecker with its baby yesterday. I've seen the seagulls, the big white birds that eat the fish. I forgot what you call them. Not the pelicans, the other ones. And then the crows, okay? So I don't know what exactly is going on, but I do feel like you have your spirit guides are around you deep, okay? They're spinning the block, okay? Not only them, but you got some ancient ancestors that are they got your back, okay? And also, there's something that you were gonna do this morning or today when you woke up that you may not have done, that you maybe you changed the time. You could have still done it, but maybe you did it at a different time, or maybe you didn't do it at all, or maybe you decided to do something that you weren't going to do. Something changed, but this could be like the readings are timeless, so it could be past, present, future, okay? Now remember, whatever doesn't go, just let it fly, okay? Only take what connects to your story, because that's part of your message, and then you could fit it to your puzzle afterwards. And that's what's, that's what's important, is to get the message within the message. I feel like you're very much being guided right now. All right, right now is a very important time for you. There's a lot going on, and you're very close to something that is going to be life-changing for you, or it's gonna be a turning point, kind of like the crossroad, right, where you have to make a choice. And I think yesterday it was that I said that there was going to have to be a choice between two things, two people, or two places, or something like this, okay? It's in a way, though, I feel like the choice that you make is not, it's not really going to matter too much, because you're going to make the choice that's going to make you happy. And it really doesn't matter either way. The choice that you make is still going to lead you the right way. It's still going to put you on, you're still going to be on your path, but it's just going to be a whole different scene, okay? Scenario. So let's see what's going on with the cards. I'm just watching around to see if anyone's, I don't like people just sneaking up on me right now. So far it's very quiet, but I had a couple people that keep going around the corner to glance at me to see what I'm doing. Okay. And I gotta do this slow because it's very windy. Alright, boundaries, abundance. So they want you to make sure that your boundaries are very tight right now, because you're working on your abundance. You have abundance that has been manifesting for a while, and you're creating something here. And I feel that you have showed a lot of gratitude for what you do have, and this right here has made an opening for you for your abundance. Okay, and in order for your abundance to come in, you have to have strong boundaries so that people don't take this from you or use you or piggyback off of you. Okay, and this is why they wanted you to take all this time to heal and to work on yourself so that you are stronger with your boundaries. I noticed that with me. I'm a lot better with my boundaries. I'm a lot stronger with them, but I still have a big heart. So there's times that I should still be saying no, and it's like my heart gets in the way, right? Instead of being like, okay, we have a 30-minute, right? And which I don't mind going over a little bit, but lately it's been like, here goes an hour for a 30-minute, or here goes 2 hours. And this is nothing bad about any of you that I've done the readings for, and that's happened. Okay, I'm not putting anybody on the spot. I'm not saying names, but this has happened quite a few times in the last week. And what happens is I end up getting so drained from that I don't end up doing my videos or my other messages, because it really does drain me to do readings, especially personal readings, because I'm really digging deep. So I have this that I have to work on too, is my boundaries, because if I don't work on my boundaries, then in the end, I'm not going to have, I'm not going to have what I need, right? I'm not going to be able to protect what's mine. And this is what they want. They want you to be able to protect what is yours, so that you don't, and I'm not saying, okay, hey, I go over on my readings, and so I'm not protecting what is mine, but in a way, if you break it down, yeah, because I'm not protecting my energy and my time. So what happens is I lose out on my money for my work that I should be putting in on my videos, and other stuff. But that's because I want to help. I want to give back. I really want to be able to give people the answers they want. So there might be a couple things that I might be changing to strengthen my boundaries. I might end up doing just hour or more reads instead of just 30-minute reads, because it seems like every time I do an hour, they always go over. But in the meantime, this is something that we all need to look at, okay? Good news. You may receive an important but very unexpected gift. Accept this with deep respect. Someone has sacrificed a lot to help you open the doors and grow. A lot of things will change for the better, and I told you something's about to change. Okay, and sometimes change isn't always comfortable, but in the end, it's worth it. Okay, totally worth it. And that's going to help you with your confidence and your transformation. That's why you're seeing a lot of crows or a lot of ravens, a lot of birds, because you're going through changes, you're going through transformations, and people are trying to stop you going through this process. And that's why you have been alone so long, or not wanting to be around too many people, because it's uncomfortable while you're going through transformations. Okay, now remember, you're always going to have something behind you that is, or around, that is going to try to make you stumble or try to trick you. You got to get past that, though. You got to be strong. And remember, the higher the levels, the more devils, but the easier it gets, because you made it past the harder parts, the harder things. So now it should be like a piece of cake to get through these things for most of us, right? Manifestation, okay? So yeah, this is about your manifestations. They want you to be like, okay, thank you for all my manifestations that I have received. I am so grateful. and make your new list of manifestations. Start thinking about the newer things that you want now, and tell yourself that you have received these blessings, because really you have. You may not see it yet, or you may, but if you haven't seen it yet, it's there. It's coming in. So saying that you're grateful for it and you received it is making room for the rest, and you're getting ready and you're planting seeds for the next step, okay, your next level. And just to be careful of the spider web, all right? Be careful of getting stuck or getting caught in a spider's web. I gotta hold these so close they don't fly away. The world, yep. Completion, accomplishment. I feel like you've already completed something, but this is accomplishment. You're gonna feel whole because you're gonna accomplish something. I feel like this is you're attaining something and you're gonna feel fulfilled. But you're either gonna be arriving somewhere or traveling somewhere. I feel that something about traveling is very important. Now, again, this could be past, present, future when it comes to traveling, or this could be physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, all right? But this is like you're at that turning point in your life, confirmation. You're going to be at that turning point in your life that's going to make a huge change, okay? There's been a lot more trolls and bots and people that are being very naive, I guess you could say. I don't really want to call them any bad names, but that have been coming on my lives lately, and it's been very I was going to say disturbing. It's disturbing for others. I've noticed that they've been commenting about it, but it's like a distraction for me, because they know that I'm really getting to the icing of the cake when it comes to what you guys need to know and what you guys need to pay attention to, and they don't like it. They don't like that I'm giving you this information, okay? Especially when I'm talking about the astro traveling and the teleporting, and the fact that these people are basically competing over you, seeing who can get your attention, who can distract you, who can get you to not be interested in the things that you should be, or that are going to help you grow, to make you think that the things that you believe in aren't believable or aren't real, or have doubt or fear. This is what they're trying to do. And if there are readers that you connect to, they're going to try to get you to not like those readers. There's so many things that they do, especially when you try to do a reading with some of them and you notice that you're having issues connecting with them on like the phone or Zoom or Facebook Messenger or however you guys connect. That's because the dark forces are in between, trying to make it so you guys just give up and not do it, and or get frustrated to the point where it's not even a good read because you're so frustrated. And that's what happens. I notice the people that I really need to give the reads to, that happens to them a lot, or me, like it happens to us. So beware of these illusions, okay? These illusions are to distract you from your blessings that are around you. They don't want you to see these, you know, we're living in a world that has, I guess you could say, some people call it multi-universes. I don't know, everyone believes it in a different way. when I do tell you my story, you guys are going to be blown away. But in my story, I had seen my ex, but I seen her in different forms. It's like I seen her in different time zones, different, and it was just weird. It really was, and being able to do so meant that I was traveling, and I was in between realms. I was in between dimensions, kind of like the guy that explains when he ended up having that guy throw something at him, and he was falling into, he called it hell, and but God was protecting him through it, but showing him what could happen. And he was still on earth, but yet he was in another dimension, in another world. And you got to understand, the time there is different than the time here. We could be gone from here and we only be gone a minute here, and we could be over there for hours or days or years, you know, or vice versa. And you got to remember that when it comes to traveling, time travel, teleporting, and these dimensions, you know. And you got to realize that sometimes some people want it so bad that they don't realize it could be really scary, and they do things because they want it so bad. They go to many lengths to make these abilities happen or to trade for them. And that's why these people are trying to compete with each other, because they want to be able to do these things without having to do their work or having to study about it. And they would rather give their soul or give somebody else's in order to have this. But they're doing things for the wrong reasons, and they're doing it in an evil way. These people get off on people's pain, people's hurt, people's depression. They make people think that they're crazy and get people put on medication for psych issues when it's not even a psychotic problem. They're trying to delay you when it comes to you discovering your limits and exploring when it comes to your freedom. They want you to have a hard time making choices in your life. They don't want you to be able to make choices for yourself. They want you to always have to ask questions. The Hangman. Okay. This is like you surrendering, letting go, change, release. You know, everybody has a purpose here, but not everybody wakes up on this in this lifetime. I think more are going to wake up in this lifetime than ever, though. Yep, your Ace of Pentacles. So financially, you're going to be set very soon. You're not going to have to worry about money at all. And I was telling everybody, I had a vision, but it was actually, it wasn't just where I spaced off, where I was daydreaming. I had a vision, but it was in front of me. I could see, and I could see Source, and Source to me was God. And I told you guys about this, how he asked me, what is it that you want? Sometimes you'll be asked a question at this point in time when you're not ready for it, and it'll just seem like it's the wrong time and you don't even know what to say. And of course, me at the time, I was just thinking, well, not that money buys happiness, but money can buy a lot to help and get you out of certain situations to where you can go and get help and get things fixed. And you know, that's the way I was thinking. You know, you can buy this help, you can buy this time, you can buy a home, you can buy this. You know, I was thinking about money. And remember, sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for, careful what you pray for. So I prayed for this. I said this is what I wanted when I was asked, so I didn't really pray for it, but basically it was my wish. And so everything was taken from me. At first it was little by little, but then it was bigger by bigger by bigger. Everything was taken. Even I called my mother my ride or die, and she was taken. And, you know, at least I know now she's not in pain. She's in a happier place. But at the time, I was so upset. I was so sad. And to me, I was just like, man, how could you? Why would you? Why would you ask me something and then take everything away from me? And then I realized it was for a reason. And then I was put in a place where I had to detox. I had to detox from drugs, from people, from technology. And I felt everything leaving my system, and it was so weird. Like, I mean, movies, music, people, actors, actresses that I've seen or watched or talked, you know, just craziness. I just couldn't believe it. And even people that I've dealt with that were wrong, memories. And I remember I was in a whole other world, and the things that I could see going on around me were just crazy. And it's like, when you're in a different dimension, you're gonna sometimes be around the same people, but in this other dimension, they have a different attitude because they're a different person. And so they could be a meaner version of them, or it could be a nicer version, or it could be a weird version, or you know, it just depends. And I just remember it was so scary, and the things that I could see and the things that I could hear. And I knew then, like, and then my mother passed. So when I finally got out and I went home, no one was talking to me. I didn't have anybody to go to, and it was like I was starting all new. Nothing was really mine, but what little I had in my house that was really old, you know, my old stuff. I had no money, and so I was like, how is this what I wanted? But I had to understand that one, and before I went home, I understood, like, I didn't even have any coffee or anything like that. So when someone would give me coffee, I would be grateful. Or when someone gave me paper and pen so I could write, I was grateful. When I was able to finally get a Bible that I asked for a month, I was grateful. It's like they will try not to even give you a Bible if you ask for one, because they know you want it so bad, and they feel that the key is in the Bible, when there are things in the Bible that are keys, but there's also the key is in you, because the church is in you. And it was just crazy. I had to have everything ripped away for me to realize that the littlest things in my life were a blessing. To get a brand new toothbrush, to be able to shave, to be able to talk on the phone. You know, just when I started realizing that, things started going faster, things started getting better, and my life started changing different. It was different. And that's why, you know, I say be careful what you ask for, because sometimes the way that you're going to get it is not going to be fun all the time. It's not going to be the easiest way. But this is about your foundation. Four of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Something here about your community, okay? You being able to be in a community where you feel comfortable and feel happy. Being able to trust other people. Nine of Wands. Yeah, you've had a lot of courage through this. Resilience. You have been, your faith was tested, and you held strong with your boundaries. That's awesome. And if you didn't, then they're telling you that you're gonna need to. Okay. The Emperor. So you're a natural born leader. Somebody collaborated against you. Looks like 3 or more people. But remember, a lot of these people close to us have been being used as puppets. And they're being threatened and blackmailed. If they don't do what they're being asked to do, then something's going to happen to them or their family. And that's why, not that it's a good excuse, but that's why a lot of the people did what they did and they were stealing, because some of them have some very bad secrets, dirty secrets, and they were fighting about this, and they felt that it was wrong for them to be being disciplined over you, which if they didn't put you in the situation they did, then I feel like it wouldn't have been like that anyways. You know, whether or not the person realized what they were doing or not. I mean, I feel like even if you're being told or used to do something, you still have free will. But I guess if you have an attachment to some aspect, you don't have free will all the time. If you guys watch that movie, it's a Netflix show. I think it's called Fear, and it's about the priest that believes in like the exorcisms, and then you got the psychiatrist that thinks everything is mental, and then you have the guy that tries to debunk everything that they're trying to say is a ghost or is something that's happening, a haunting. And it's actually pretty cool. It's because it does explain a lot that's going on out there. I think, yeah, it's on Netflix. This isn't easy for me to do this reading, so I'm about to stop and we'll just have to finish it up in the room. Okay, it's starting to get really windy, so I feel like, and I keep hearing the wind to change. The change is coming. It's here. Might even happen today. And you have a Knight of Swords that's very ambitious, that is taking action. Okay? I don't know what exactly they're taking action on, but I feel like this is some kind of authority figure. So they might be on their way to you because they're on a horse, which is like their car. Okay? They might either be following you or they might be traveling. But I feel like they may be on their way to you somehow, some way, to either approach you or to ask you some questions or to tell you something. Okay? Or it may be somebody else that is around you that they're coming to discuss something with because they have many questions. They have many questions about something that it was is coming up in some kind of paperwork. So, like I said, you have huge changes coming, and believe in the change, and don't fear it. Right? Tell your guides that you're that you're all right. You accept the change, the good stuff, the positive stuff, that you believe that they are protecting you, and you give them the wheel, right? You got to give them permission. All right. I'll be back, guys. Peace, love, and light. 2828.